Just to be very clear, there are too many horses in the park. We're required to get down to around 3,000. And that is what we were undertaking, and that we will continue to do that. We've also done ground shooting of them, and we also, as people do know, we do aerial shooting as well.
You lied, Minister. You lied to the House.
Right. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people leaving. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening.
Where's Fang?
Thank you, Mr Deputy President. I rise to make a contribution in relation to this debate, and I do so in the first instance to indicate that Kosciuszko National Park, as much as we've heard about it being pristine, wondrous place, let's be honest, it was a sheep paddock. I've been to Kosciuszko National Park and toured with National Park staff when we were on the Brumby inquiry, and indicated to us that the land that is currently now Kosciuszko National Park was a sheep paddock. It's not like it's untouched. It was a sheep paddock for a number of years. You can still see the fence lines where the fences were run because it was a sheep paddock. So to pretend that it's untouched, pristine wilderness is an absolute fallacy. It is a sheep paddock that has been reformed and returned back to being a national park. That's the first thing. The second thing is there are clear question marks around all of the conduct between the Minister's Office and the Invasive Species Council. I say that with reference to the previous previous SO52, which returned papers that indicated that the Invasive Species Council played a significant role in returning the signatures that the Minister used as justification to reintroduce aerial culling. The vast majority, over 8,000 of those signatures that the Minister used to justify the aerial culling were the form letters that were generated from the Invasive Species Council's website. There is a clear link between what the Invasive Species Council does and the Minister's Office in relation to the Brumbies in Kosciuszko National Park.
National parks due to the pristine landscape, but it's okay. The horses are digging the joint up. What a load of shit.
I think if you look at the ministerial disclosures, the Minister's first visit, I'll say, as a Minister was to Kosciuszko National Park. The next day, the Minister met with the Invasive Species Council. So there is a clear link between the Minister's Office and the Invasive Species Council. And those that know are aware of a number of rumours about the Minister's Office and the Invasive Species Council and the links there. I'm not going to address those, but people can look up for themselves. Now, the last thing I want to raise is that when we question the Minister in relation to all of this, it is on the basis of the Minister lying to this House previously when she said the words, "We will not introduce aerial culling." You told the House Minister you would not reintroduce aerial culling. It's on Hansard. You lied, Minister. You lied to the House.
All right, I'll hear a point of order from the
Murphy.
Deputy Government Whip.
Took you long enough.
Chair, look, I've got a number of points of order. The first one is that the member should address his remarks through the chair, not yelling across the chamber in a disorderly fashion that he is.
You got brumbies falling, wounded ones crawling, with animals maimed from shots not well aimed, a government shamed, penny sharp defamed, helicopters unsteady, but the government is ready to spray bullets all around at the horses on the ground. Like a pack of savage mutts, horses wounded in the guts. And did they tell you this is justice? Did they tell you this is right? Is this a nation without a soul to let this happen in plain sight? A little foal is squealing, its mother's life they're stealing, and all the pain it's feeling. That's why my head is reeling. Well, the man from Snowy River would be sick down to his liver, that this nation never oughta be witness to such slaughter. With great beauty being crushed, like a toilet being flushed, and if the people didn't stop it, they just let the horses cop it. So did they tell you this is justice? Did they tell you this is right? Is this a nation without a heart to let this happen in plain sight?